Hello everybody, this is Nick Saplinsky. Today I just want to be making a video about how I felt when I first figured out ETs were real. So how I came about figuring that out was through some YouTube channels like when I was first starting off, like Leak Project, or there's a lot of good ones. The channel That Is Impossible is a really good one. Uh, so I remember when I first figured it out and I was really believing it, that I was really excited, really happy, and I was also really nervous at the same time because I felt like for some reason like my like me figuring this out, like this would all be like recorded somehow or something, like my reaction to figure this out would be recorded. So I remember I was really over exaggeratedly happy, so for that reason. uh so yeah, so figuring out humans were also in space too, that was really exciting. Through Cosmic HC figured out humans up in space wanting to contact us through like Cosmic HC or whatever. And a story I wanted to share was looking back, I once had like a ghost encounter, which looking back on it now I think it was probably ET or something. So what happened was, me and my brother were sleeping. We're having a sleepover in my room. We were both sleeping on the floor, and that night I was having, I want to say a nightmare. It felt like a nightmare how scared I was, but uh, looking back on it, it wasn't like doing anything like scary. It was just staying there. But I remember I was looking like down in a grass field, like a grass field like down, and there was an ET standing there. Well, I just want to say ET because I don't know. It looked like a gray or something. But looking back on it now, it could have been Andromedon, or could have been Arcturian. Sorry, just because how short it was. But not sure. It did have gray eyes. It's really hard to like think back on the details. I want to say it was like gray skin, short. Its eyes, I don't remember its eyes looking like a gray, so it looked like it had friendly eyes. So I want to say it's Arcturian. But yeah, I'm not sure what it really was. But it was not. It was just standing there, just neutral, no emotions, whatever. Which to me at the time, that was standing there menacingly because I didn't know what the heck it was. I thought it was a ghost or something. It was scaring me. Looking back on it now, it's probably trying to awaken me or something to what more is going on. But here's where the story gets crazy actually, because I end up waking up and I see that same figure in my dream, like standing right next to me, like staying like right where my feet are, just looking at me or whatever. And I remember I was so scared that I literally just kicked the figure down, and then I started cussing at it. I was like, "Bleep you, mother bleeper, get the bleep out of here," or whatever I said. But I remember I kicked it, it fell down, and then it like looked up at me or whatever. Kind of hard to remember all the details, but I was cussing at it, and I remember it disappeared, and I remember I woke my brother up, and I just told my brother to go back to sleep. But I think this is interesting because my reaction to meeting ET or whatever it was, it was extreme fear, which is why I think ETs, when if they're meeting people, they really should disguise themselves as humans. And I went over a list of uh, some of the races that I think go with what the races, the ET races that go for what human race. So I said Pleiadian with white guys. Andromeda, I can see them African. Arcturian, I see them as like Indians, like from India. Irma, I don't know why I said they're Chinese. Uh, I don't know why, just because probably I see like the cat thing from China. But Mantis, Native Americans. Reptile, reptilians, I said I could either see them as like a hillbilly or a businessman for some reason. Uh, Syrians, Assyrian, and dragon, I said Tibetan monk.